Isaiah Briscoe will set it up. They really want to get the ball into Bam Adebayo tonight. Monk with a hand in his face drills it. What can Kentucky accomplish over the last 14 minutes of this one?
Well, you want to work on your offensive execution in the half court because we know how good they are in transition. But when you play against the better teams, like you said, Louisville, North Carolina, Kansas, Texas A&M, those teams are able to guard. You have to be able to execute in the half court.
He's been sensational early in his freshman year.
Kentucky in a white, winning the opening tip, coming in at 6-0. Arizona State at 4-2. And here's Briscoe, his first touch on the wing. He had been out with a contusion in the lower back, but he's been practicing the last couple of days. They felt he could go after an MRI. Here's the swing for Monk, and the one-hander, he drops it in.
And he's unselfish as a guard. Has all the tools.
The comparisons have already started with one John Wall in terms of the speed end to end. We'll see how his game develops over time. Fox wings it outside to Hawkins. Inside Adebayo, and there's
3 pointers this afternoon, too. Booker gets it back from Johnson. 3 minutes to go as Kentucky looks to move on to 2-0 in advance of their game Tuesday night against Kansas. 20-3 run from the Wildcats over the last 10 minutes. Now with 8 to shoot, Willie calling.
If it doesn't go down, it doesn't go down, but at least get an opportunity.
There's Lyles out front against Thornwell.
You got 8 field goals and 8 block shots for Kentucky. Unbelievable.
Harrison in the corner, nice pull-up.
Supreme team defense. They do it a little differently. Great position defense. They don't have the shot blockers like you're seeing right here. 11 for 49. I mean, come on. How are you going to win a basketball game like that?
Approaching 3.5 minutes to go.
3 for 19 here in the second half, South Carolina.
Harrison kicks it back out, goes to get the back from Cauley-Stein, gets into the paint, and men one side to the other.
Towns is the one with the offensive advantage. Aaron has that they can post up and put any pressure on the rim. So everything's got to be out on the perimeter. You've got to manufacture things getting to the rim, and as a result, they lose the free throw battle most often. Wow. Aaron on the shot clock with 1:40 on the game clock. 1-point game, LSU with the lead.
I'd go to Karl Anthony Towns inside. I would go to him inside. Get him the ball right there. Get the ball inside to the big guy.
And the hook shot's good.
It was wasn't out there very long. Remember, Horford's got 2 fouls.
And they need to go to Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
Willie Cauley-Stein's got Jacob Kurtz on him. They'll get the ball inside.
Yeah, why is that? Why are they not getting that publicity?
But I'm telling you this, Andy.
Why haven't you done that?
Well, Zach Collins is going to get publicity. He got into the lane, went to the goal. No one rotated over, didn't give any help, didn't stop the drive, didn't close off the angle.
Barry off a curl.
Offense, he could easily be on the All-Roll Age team. He's a guy that gives them offensive productivity.
He went for 16 last time out against Arkansas. Allen answers!
The little jump shot, that time like a little jump hook kind of move off the glass.
15 and 7 for the 6'5" forward.
He's a really solid performance, not taking bad shots. Look at that, unbelievable. Who could ever forget that team in 2006 and 7 sticking together, the Horfords, the Noahs, the Brewers.
Don Kruger took him to the Final Four in Charlotte in '94. There's Barry with
space for him to shoot the jumper by the space eater, Karnowski, the big wide body, laying a big-time screen.
It's probably the worst offensive half
for Gonzaga this year. Mark Few commenting at the half. Boone
can still get the layup to fall. So it's a two-possession game. Darüşşafaka Kadosh 26, Broza Bamberg 22. Coming up on 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. This is Darüşşafaka's advantage to just 4. Nicolo Meli not afraid to connect from downtown. 36.
Block shots, 7 a game, second in the nation. Unbelievable defensively, but it's not affecting right now LSU. They're not intimidated.
As you said, Dick, very seldom do you see anybody lob against Kentucky without having the ball
Right back is number 1. All 10 of the losses have been to Kentucky. The 2 wins were in tournament games over Duke and over Ohio State in the national championship game. Florida has never beaten a top-ranked Wildcats team. Nice pass. Pounds and Polly Stein for Kentucky.
Right now it's got to look inside the Towns or Aaron Harrison. Those are the two places where Kentucky's best scoring.
Or over the
leading shot blocker for this Kentucky team. Karl Anthony Towns is having quite a game.
2.3 blocks per game in 20 minutes per game for Towns. Booker.
Today said we got to reduce turnovers. We got to do a better job in transition. We got to stand up foul trouble to have a chance. They had 18 turnovers against Arizona.
What a tough schedule for Michigan State to start the season. Going and playing Arizona in the Armed Forces Classic. They lose by 2. Playing Kentucky here. They've got a couple of home games coming to Mississippi Valley State, Florida Gulf Coast, but then they go down.
Fox off the ball. One thing Briscoe can do for them as well.
Gabriel, the jumper.
Team on his shoulders. Fox and Monk stop and start as well as anybody I've seen. They just plant that pivot foot.
Here is Fox, leading through traffic.
Coaches on an NBA roster in Houston, I've always loved Sabonis. I think Billy Donovan made a great choice bringing him here to Oklahoma City.
Barry cuts the baseline.
They got to get Barry some shots. They're going to play him real tough. Going to make it difficult for him to get some open looks because he makes shots.
He's guarded by Tilly right now. This is Robinson going one-on-one. Boy,
Milton now Foster. Here comes the alley-oop with a nice.
This year doing a much better job of being aggressive at the rim.
He chases after Walker defensively. Utah by 3. Still chasing. He is so long at 6'6". Kemba now the switch to Rudy. Thought he got a piece of it. Corner 3. It's good.
5 games. C.J. Miles, Rodney Stuckey missed time as well off the bench, so Indiana has their first possession. Paul George just 15 the other night, and his jump shot is good to start.